It's Bird Game. Playing some more Bird Game. Still back from Europe. I did not go back to Europe between games, sadly. As much as I would have liked to, I did not. I guess I can talk more about that. I didn't talk much about my trip. I only talked about the Belgium part. And even then, I didn't say much, which is only like the first, like 5 days of 14. But after that, I took my rental car up to the Netherlands because I wanted to go to Amsterdam. I had a hotel up in Amsterdam, and I was gonna get myself a rental bike. I was gonna bike around Amsterdam. It was gonna be great. But first, on the way, I stopped by, what's it called? The Maurits house. I stopped by Maurits house in The Hague because it was an art museum. They have the painting Girl with a Pearl Earring, and I was like, that's cool. That's a cool art museum. I should go see that. That's something I can do. And so, that was my plan. I am not a fan of this start. The only good card here for starting is Ruby-throated Hummingbird, and it's good for everyone and not just me. That's not a good start. Birds that eat only grub and birds that eat berry. I've got one berry and no only grub. So my plan then is to do this. I'll play the Ruby-throated Hummingbird in the or maybe no. I'll play the Ruby-throated Hummingbird in the forest to facilitate getting more food, and then I will play Mountain Bluebird and Barn Owl on the same turn in the grasslands. And if I can get a decent wetlands bird, let's see what birds are available at the moment. Red-headed woodpecker is the only water bird, but that is still a good bird. And it does work for the final objective. Ideally, we would be able to get this up. It's a 3-food bird. We would need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 food. And so that would take 3 turns, plus 1, 2, 3 turns for playing birds. I gotta lay eggs at least twice. I don't see that working. But, plus, yeah, that's still the plan, though. Maybe the AI will draw and we'll get a better wetlands bird, but yeah, so I went to Maurits' house, which was a nice, beautiful, building in the middle of town, and it was my first experience in a Dutch city, so it was very nice to I found a place to park, not too problematic, but then it was walking through the streets. There was clearly a nice hip part of town, restaurants, stuff, people hanging out. I believe it was a Friday night, so no surprise there. Yeah, the museum was really nice. I really enjoyed that museum. Just a straight art museum, but the stuff was all just classic old stuff, old school stuff, just the kind of stuff you can there's no it's not like going to a modern art museum where you stereotypically go, but what is it supposed to mean? Or I could have done that. It's literally here's a painting of something cool. It's really good. Look at it. Damn, that's a good painting. But there was one particular painting that I couldn't help but think, just
feed on nectar, but they also eat many small insects.
It was a beautiful painting, because so in the Mars house, along with Girl with a Pearl Earring, there's another famous painting which is that painting of like some Dutch dudes doing an autopsy. So like some Dutch dudes dressed in black, standing over a corpse. They're dissecting the guy's like arm, and like they're all kind of looking not at the body but like out toward, out like eye line, like almost like they're looking at me, but they're not. Like there's no like eye contact, but like so like it's it's a famous painting. I'm just gonna put it up on screen. I'm gonna try to remember to put it up on screen. You've probably seen this painting before. Well, in that same museum, there is another painting that is, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna take this. That is a painting of that painting in a museum. So it's a painting of another painting from the same museum in a museum. And it's like, it's so meta. I loved it. It was my favorite painting. Like it was probably my favorite thing that I saw in a museum on that whole trip. It was great. It was funny. And I also have a picture of that, so I'll probably put that on screen as well. But yeah, so that was a nice place to hang out. They were only open for like an hour before. Like I got there at like 5 and they closed at 6 or whatever. So, didn't have much time, but it was still pretty good. So, okay. So I need a grub, which I can't actually get yet. So I think the correct thing to do is just go ahead and draw the red-headed woodpecker now. Says Phoebe. Says what you want, but don't play games with my Phoebe. Don't play games with Phoebe Boucher. Or Phoebe Bridges. Wait. Phoebe Bridges is a person, right? I'm not mixing up names, right? Phoebe Bridgers. Okay. Just making sure I had that right. I was vaguely aware. I'm like vaguely aware of her, but like I didn't know if I had the name right. Could have been Phineas Bridges for all I know. It's not, because I know she's a woman, but or I assume she's a woman. Wow, that did not play out well for me. Okay, but I can still do this. So I'm going to take a berry. Pick me. Refresh. And there is the grub I need. Okay. So now we can lay eggs. Play 2 birds on 1 turn. And then, hopefully, lay eggs, play birds, draw food, play bird. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. We just don't have time. It's unfortunate. But it happens. It is round 1. This is probably one of the hardest round 1 objectives to get. And so it's not unheard. This would not be the first time I've seen nobody get this objective because it was the round 1 objective. That's not to say that will happen because the AIs still have like 3 turns to do whatever. But you never know. Okay. Free card. Ooh, that's a high value bird. That's all it is, but it's a high value bird.
Mountain bluebird. These birds can be found from prairies up to alpine zones above tree line.
That's nice.
Barn owl. Barn owls use their excellent hearing to catch prey in the dark and will cache surplus for later.
We've got a lot of space for eggs in the grasslands now, which is good for round 3, but we have not gotten a star or ground nest bird for round 2. We've got plenty of round 4 birds. We've got at least 3. Yeah. Trumpeter swan, high value bird. We need berry eating birds. I forgot about that. Trumpeter swan is a high value bird. It's also ground nest. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because there's no... Nope, don't sing that. Don't sing that. The song stuck in my head because I saw it in a video, and it's not a song that I will ever sing out loud to anyone ever. Maybe my brother is the only person I think I know personally that I would think. Well, I guess if I were in Discord, I could sing it and they'd be like, Shastin, what the hell? But like, they wouldn't like judge me. But I still wouldn't, because that's just not. No. Northern Mockingbird's a pretty good bird. Let's get some food. We need 2 wheat. Oh my gosh. Oh, 2 wheat or 2 grub. How about none of it? Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay eggs. Oh, beautiful barn owl. Fantastic job. A toast to the barn owl. A toast. Hey. All right. Good job, guys. Turkey vulture. Baltimore Oriole, also good. Okay, we need the Baltimore. Gosh, dang it. It was exactly the bird I wanted. Can we get some food, please? What the frick, y'all? Okay, what do I do? I could go for the red-breasted merganser, and like that can facilitate my card drawing in the future. But yeah, I guess we'll just do that. And if we don't get any, you know, if the food doesn't work out, we don't play it. But if the food continues to not work out for us, with our main goal, then we can play it. Because if we manage to not get any grubs, wheat, or fish, I'm flipping the table. See, there's grub and fish. And wheat. We're going to take the wheat. We're going to take a wheat. Boom. Now we can play Trumpeter Swan. Is it not exactly the card I would want, I should want, but... Or, that's what I should do. I should play this first. I should play this first so I can facilitate more food, you idiot. What are you doing? Literally throwing an unoptimal gameplay. Oh well. This game's not about optimization. It's about just going with the flow. Relaxing. Drinking a shandy. Getting free cards and saying, hey, a free berry-eaten bird. You know I wanted one of those. Boom, look at this. This is a 9-point bird. We're playing it. We're feeling good.
Weighing over 20 pounds, trumpeter swans are the
I should have
heaviest bird in
gotten
North
food
America.
because there's 2 berries right there that I want. For the cedar waxwing. But alas, just not good at thinking. Because it's not a game for thinking, it's a game for relaxing and drinking a Radler. I don't even know if it counts as either of those because it's a cider, not a beer. Okay, we still get the food, though. Oh, I need to play... I don't have a fish. I don't have enough turns. The correct thing to do was to get this guy up now so I could... Well, not necessarily the correct thing to do, because I would at best tie. And I don't know if that's worth it. Do I want this guy down here? I think I do, just for the sake of having... Well, no, it's not about birds. It's about sending a message.
Cedar waxwing. Cedar waxwings are one of the only birds in North America that eat exclusively fruit.
Oh. Good for them. Fruit is good. And you should eat more of it. So we do get this card now. So here's what we can do. We can draw food. We're gonna get a grub. And we're gonna get a grub and a berry. We're gonna tuck you. I don't actually want you. Get a berry. And we are going to tell you to draw first. And there's the other grub I want for the hooded work. Or would I rather you? I think I would rather the redhead warbler first. We got 2 warblers, but I think I would rather you first. That's a lot of rats. Okay. And then this round, I will quickly lay some eggs and get myself on the board. Oh, wow. Actually, it doesn't matter. My a 3-way tie for first. I'm pretty. I'm unopposed in last. I would get no points no matter what. So it's actually not worth it to do that. So we're just gonna play you instead.
Red-headed woodpecker. These woodpeckers store nuts, seeds, and insects in wood or under bark.
So we have so far gotten 0 of any of our objectives. Well, of the first 2. We actively have some for the next one. Though that could change if we spend both these eggs and don't lay any more. I don't like it. Baird Sparrow is good. Yeah, we'll get Baird Sparrow. But then we play both these birds. We lay some eggs. Maybe more cards come our way. I'm not talking about my vacation again. I got so into the game somehow. Despite the fact that I keep saying that this is a game for you to relax and drink a half Almdudler, half cider to. Let's get some food real quick. What is this? That's terrible. We're gonna lay eggs instead. Yeah, so I went to The Hague, and after that, I went to Hague quickly to stop in. I went to Mark's house, and from there, I drove to Amsterdam, checked into my hotel, and just kind of walked to the nearby part of Amsterdam that was near my hotel. Found a little restaurant bar thing, you know, had a burger or whatever. I don't even remember what I had. It wasn't a burger. It might have been called a burger on the menu, though, because in Europe, apparently, they just don't understand what burger means. Like, guys, it's called a hamburger bun because burgers go in it, not because anything in it is a burger. Come on, people. There's no such thing as a chicken burger. When are you gonna grow up, Europe? I don't know what that was about. Yeah, nothing happened just then. Okay, well, let's facilitate moving the cards then. Skip. Yep. We're gonna take the rub because we need more of them. So we can play Baird Sparrow now, which is good. It'll facilitate more cards, or more eggs. Ooh, more free. That's a pretty decent bird. It's really easy to play. Do I want that spotted owl? It costs 2 rats, which I already have 1 of. Okay, hold on. We got 7 turns. We got 8 turns left. 1 to draw the owl. You know, screw it. Don't think, just play the game. Drink your Rattler. Yeah, after that, I checked in. I went back to my hotel, just kind of relaxed. Oh yeah, this was the weird thing about some of the hotels. The one in Cologne and the one in Brussels both did this. They were like eco-friendly hotels, and it's like, cool, you know, eco-friendly. That's great. They had this weird thing though I'd never encountered before, and it took me a minute to figure it out because I actually had to read the little booklet on the desk, with information to like find out what the freaking game was about. When you walk into your hotel room, there's no electricity. There's no electricity in your room. Because... yes, that is correct.
Baird Sparrow. Spencer Baird was
because
the curator of the Smithsonian.
They want to preserve, you know, fossil fuels. You know, don't use electricity if you're not going to use it. So there's no power in your room until you take your key card and you basically plug it into a socket on the wall, and that turns on the power in your room. That's when you can start, you know, turning on the lights and fan and the air conditioning. And I thought that was really cool. It was really neat. It was not something I'd ever encountered before, and I thought that was kind of cool. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, so like... what was I saying? What am I saying? Yeah, so that was just something about those 2 hotels that I had never encountered. Oh yeah, and also, those 2 hotels also did a thing where if you... you know, they had a Do Not Disturb card, and they also had another card which basically said, "Don't clean my room," which I probably would have done it. I would have done that anyway. Just like, oh yeah, don't clean my room. Like, what? You're gonna come into my room and change my sheets? I don't change my sheets daily at home. Why would I do that in a hotel? So it's like, you know, I would rather you not come into my room every day, you know. So if me putting this thing on my door means you don't walk into my room, sure, great, I love it. But then on top of that, because they weren't cleaning your sheets for you, as a response, they gave you something. So the one in Cologne, if you put the tag on the door to say "Don't clean my room," well, they gave you a voucher for a free drink at the bar, like, you know, a free, like, you know, a beer or a soda or whatever, not like a glass of wine or something, but like free is free. I'll go ahead and take this and this, and we'll tuck you, get a free berry. I'll go first. Got a rat, yes! Let's go! We can play both these birds and then lay eggs for the last 2 turns. Great. But yeah, and then the hotel in Brussels was €5 of store credit. And by store credit, I mean like at the bar or the restaurant, because they had a restaurant and a bar. And also you could donate the money instead if you wanted. So it was like €5 credit per night that you didn't, you know, you told them not to clean their sheets. So it's like, oh, cool. That's cool. So by the end of my Brussels trip, I had like €15 of.
And nests within a few feet of the ground.
I had €15 of credit, and so I went to the bar and got a couple drinks. And then same in Cologne, I went to the bar and got a drink. So like, it was a really cool thing. And I really appreciate that.
Spotted owl. Habitat for these birds was a topic in logging fights in the Pacific Northwest region of the U.S.
Well, there's a chance that the game gives me a free card and I can play it, and it happens to match this. It's not gonna happen. Gotta imagine, like, the card it would have to be that I would have to get for free would have to A, eat 1 grub or 1 berry, or like one of anything. Would have to accept 1 berry as food, and be 65 or more centimeters, so have you a big bird eating not a lot of food, and it would have to be enough points to make up for the fact that I wouldn't be laying eggs, and I instead would be spending eggs. We will cash that. Oh, I guess I could have kept that, and then if I got the free card, I could have 2 food to play the card with, but that's not gonna happen, so I won't. That's the end of that drink. Oh, more free food, but no bird, so who cares? Cash that. Roll. More. Okay, yep. Nice. Alright, and we... Oh, come on. Really? It was a bad bonus round for me. Or bonuses game for me. End of round bonuses game for me. Good on bird value, though, so... Really says something when I say it was bad for me. Oh gosh, look at the food on cards. Oh my gosh. Wow. Tucked cards and food on cards. Wow, like, very fitting for me to be like, oh, that was a bad game when I was 2 points below first place in terms of that goal objective, 7-9. Granted, I was in third because I was a tie first, but yeah, wow. 15 food and 15 tuck. What were you guys doing? You were the tuck. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, you got 6. Oh, it is the first one. Dang. And 4 over here. Jeez. Tuck a card. Oh my gosh. Tuck a card from the freaking wetlands. That's a good one. Okay, and then you had a lot of food on card. What the frick? What? What? That is insane. That is preposterous. That's not even all. There's another bird too. That's only 13. 3 birds in the food section with the same effect, all of it being just get a free point. That is crazy. That's wow. And then 5, you also have 5 tucked. And wow. That actually a shame that you only got 81 points. You didn't even win the game. You are trash. I would have gotten a 100-point game with that easily. Because I'm just built different.